So for a while, I have been struggling with an addiction called nicotine. Nicotine is a product that I do not recommend anyone do. I do not recommend anyone step into it. Addiction has been a big part of my life as well. The major one was definitely nicotine. That's been the hardest to kick, and I'm still struggling with it, to be totally honest with you. However, there are times where I have beat my addiction. There are times where I've actually stood my ground. It's hard to stay in that all the time, and I would even go as far as to say for some people it's probably impossible, and I think I'm one of those people. However, I do kind of want to share a story if anyone here is struggling with addiction. First of all, if you don't know, my name is Carter Owen. I do a lot of self-help content. You can subscribe, turn on the notification bell, if you enjoy this stuff. I think that my channel can definitely help you out. I try to go for a very realistic way of trying to better our lives. Anyways, what I was going to say is, if you think you're too far gone from God or your purpose or people, I want to share this story with you. For a while, I've been struggling, and I had never really been too open about it with certain people in certain areas of my life. That being very wise people, very mature people, church people, people that go to church, the type of people that help people. And I didn't want to tell these people in fear that I would be judged, or maybe not even just judged, but a hypocrite. Just be shown publicly as a hypocrite. I'm over here, if you don't know some backstory on me, I follow Jesus. Jesus is someone who I believe lived, died, and rose again. With that comes me being a hypocrite. I preach him. I play music for church a lot. My dad's a worship pastor, or he was a worship pastor, now he's executive. I don't even know what that means, but you're not too far gone. I want to tell you about this story. I decided one day I'm going to face my fears. I'm going to step into the unknown, step into the uncomfortable situation, right? I'm going to tell the world that I'm addicted to substances, that I have a substance problem, that I have an addiction. With that comes other things. There are a lot of other things that I'm addicted to. There's a lot of lust I got in my heart. There's a lot. And in my mind. However, I upload this video. I publicly tell YouTube that I am addicted to these things. And guess what? The next day I'm at church. It's Sunday, right? So the next day I'm at church, there's some event after church or something that I'm going to, and I walk there. I hadn't been in a bit because I was scared to go back. One of my mentors, who will remain nameless just because I don't want to give names, but someone from that church that I look up to walked up to me and said, "Hey, I saw your video." And this person is actually a content creator himself. He has successfully made a living off of entrepreneurship. He does eBay selling, a bunch of stuff like that. He went up to me and he said, and whether this is true, whether this is something that he has struggled with, substance abuse, or whether it's another addiction, or whether he doesn't struggle with it at all. He came up to me and he said, "Hey man, I saw your video." Inside I'm like, "You did? Whoops, I'm sorry." He goes, "I'm like that too." So, if you think that God's too far away from you, this is a real story that happened to me. You're not too far gone from God. I promise. That's it. That's all I wanted to share. Think about it. I'll think about it too. Been thinking about it. Much love, guys. Subscribe.